Okay, so the next step we're going to do in this series is we're going to start working on sections and elevations. So I'm going to go into my drawing and show you how I start to lay those out. So let me go to my shared screen. There we go. Get rid of this. And I'm going to move this down here because this seems to get in the way sometimes. So I'm just going to just tidy that up a little bit. Okay, so here's my drawing. Now, when you are choosing a section, it's really important that you are choosing what is giving the most information. So, and when you're doing really detailed drawings, a lot of times you will do a couple sections or multiple sections, and then you will do elevations of almost every single wall there is. But let's start with a basic section so that way I can figure out some of these details. So I'm going to do a line, and I'm going to cut through from here to here. Okay. And then I want to, actually, I'm going to go ahead and come over here. Hang on a second. My snaps aren't on, and that's always just pretty handy when they are. There we go. Okay, so let's do another line. Okay, I'm going to trim from there. Get rid of this little bit because it looks messy. Get a mirror. Nope. Okay. I'll take all of this, and I am going to make a new block out of it. In theory. New block. Come on. Thank you. So I'll label it section arrow. Great block. Okay. Cancel. Take that. I'm going to go copy. Take it from that point. Oops. Put one somewhere where I didn't want it, but that's okay. I'm going to do that. Okay, enter. And I'm going to get rid of this one because it did not mean to do that. So one of the reasons why I'm doing a section of this space is because it'll show me this storage area, it'll show me the layout of the kitchen, it'll show me the entry, some of the windows, and it'll show where this fireplace is going to be. I can also get my ceiling heights. Sorry. You know, you would think it'd be so much easier, but it's not. Okay, so after I get that section and I've marked where my section is going to be, I'm going to go over to my construction lines, and I'm going to do a vertical construction line, and then I'm just going to start snapping these into place. So I'm marking where my walls are. I'm not going to mark where my counters are yet. I'll come back and I'll do that here in a minute. But right now, I'm going to mark where my doors, my windows, the parameters of my walls, and then right click. Okay, so this is what I have so far. And if I take a line, I'll go along like that, enter. And I'm going to do several of these. I'm going to offset 8 feet. And then I'm going to do a repeat offset, but I want to do 12 feet. Actually, that's not going to give me the pitch I want, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to do 15 feet. So offset 15 feet. Okay. Now I'm going to offset again. Actually, 2 feet. Yeah, that's good. One of these will get changed. And then I'm going to offset, let's see if I go 2 feet, 2 from 8 is 6. So I'm going to offset 5 feet. This doesn't make sense now. It will in a minute. Okay. So this is the framing of a window. That's the framing of a window. That's the framing of a window. All right. So first of all, I want to trim these extraneous ends and get rid of them. I'm going to trim this down here as well. Get rid of that. Okay. So I also want to trim under here. So I don't need that. I will need this because this is a door. Don't need that. I will need this because this is a wall. All right. And then enter. I'm going to repeat the trim from this point. Okay. Let's repeat the trim between here, between there, between there. And I'm going to do that one a little differently, but that's okay. Okay, so there's that. Now, this is going to be a wall still. This is going to be a wall. This is going to be a wall. So if I'm looking at this space, all right, I'm going to have to adjust the height of these windows. These are 2 feet off the wall, but a countertop's 3 feet tall. So I'm going to put a countertop line in. So I'm going to offset 3 feet, enter. Okay. And then I am going to repeat the offset, and I'm going to say 4 inches. All right. So what I want to do is I want to trim from this point those windows. Enter. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then I'm going to trim that, that, and that. So I just made a modification between my countertop height and what my window height is going to be. So as I am doing this, I am going to go ahead and take a look at this, and I'm going to start marking out where my cabinetry is. So I'm going to do a construction line again, X line if you want to do the key code, and then I want to do vertical. And I'm going to start marking out. I obviously got that one in the wrong location. And that's actually a really good reason why we do this, is so that way we can fix problems in our drawings before we run into problems in real life. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. All right, and this right here is actually going to be full height cabinetry. So the breaking is at 9 feet. And I might fool with this here more in a little bit, but right now I'm going to leave it as is. But what I do want to do is I want to go ahead and trim. Get rid of those. This is so silly that I have to turn the lights on about every 5 minutes of recording because I'm not making enough movement. Trim those. Okay. And so for here, get rid of those. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so I can see a little bit better. First of all, I need to move this. So. And I'll move it on my plan here in a minute. Okay, and then I want to trim. All right. Okay, so I need to know what the width of this is. So 4'5". So that would be 2 feet 2.5 inches. So I want to offset 2 feet 2.5 inches. Enter. And that's not right. This one's a little bit different. So let me take a measurement on there. That's 3'9". So 1 foot 9.5 inches. So offset inches. There you go. Now it's in the middle. Okay. Get rid of these. I'll do my dimensioning later. Those are just my points of reference at this point. So these are actually going to be full-length cabinets. I'm going to trim between here and here. All right, so I have this mocked up. Now I'm going to need to get a washer and dryer and elevation in here. Why are you not working? Yeah, it's working. It's fine. Okay. All right. Okay, so I need to get a washer and dryer in here. Since we're mostly looking at front load washer and dryers, we might as well just stick with it. So let's do this. Copy. Here's my up. There you go. Nope, I'm going to have to scale it. Okay, that's fine. So put that in. I'm going to scale. Reference from there to there. We'll say that's about 30 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and going to move in there. It's right there. So it looks like the countertop that I had planned, I'm probably going to have to go higher with it. At least for this model. Okay. And then I'm going to go back. Not that, not that, not that. Here we go. So there's that. I think I just did I can't remember which one it did. Okay, so this one is the one I think I need to do. Copy. It's the same thing. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this. We'll serve it for both. So copy. There we go. Okay, so I have my washer and dryer there. I need cat books. It's really not doing anything for me. Get rid of that. A winner of craft made. Let me see if I can find them. Okay. So now. Okay. It's not quite what I want. That's something else. Okay, so kitchen cabinet. Marijuana 2D. Okay. So, well, there's that. I can do that. Let me do two. Okay. So wood mode. So I want to go with a shaker panel. Okay, cabinetry. Door styles. Set. Love. Oh. This is the I have a hard time saying. Okay. Here, and I'm going to go into my stuff. Go back. Small house. Okay. And I need to go back to Pinterest. I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. I have not done. Okay. I need to go to, let's go to full page. Good. Wolf. What was it? Zero. Refrigerator. Okay, so there's all that. All right. God damn it. I'm trying to work here, and I'm doing it in the dark. Oh gosh, I got the tub faucet. I need that. I need the electric box. Choose. Missing the refrigerators. Where's my furniture? Okay, so I need, and then I need, okay. She the one who's super, well, I'll have to find out. What do you want? Wait, we'll do that here in a minute. Okay, so there's all that. And there's that, or at least the start of it. And up here is this. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going into this laundry space and I'm trying to plan these cabinets. And if I open this, this gives you an idea of the type of cabinetry I was thinking inside the space. It's a fairly simple cabinet. I don't want all this traditional stuff, but I wanted a fairly simple cabinet, but I wanted to do something a little bit more non-traditional with the coloration. And the appliances, I'm just going to do white with silver accents. So I'm just going to keep it really, really clean. The whole idea behind this is, keep it a fairly small house. So I don't want a lot of super ornate. So that is what's called an inset panel. So to do this, you can either go with a standard CAD block or you can create. So here I am going to create. All right. So this is what I have. And the way that I would have it set up is I want a full cabinet on both sides with some storage up above. So I'm going to offset 5 feet from here to here. Okay. That is actually going to be, I'm making accommodations for brooms, mops, as well as a coat closet inside both of these pier cabinets. So that's what that is. And then I'm going to go from here. And usually when you have a frame, that frame is going to be approximately about 1 inch, excuse me, offset, 1 inch. Okay. And then down here, I'm going to have what's called a toe kick, which is going to be approximately 3 inches. So offset 3 inches. Let's snap that up. Enter. Okay, so now I'm going to trim up this up a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, rid of that, rid of that, all that. And I like to just kind of clean up as I go, because then it doesn't get too carried away. So repeat trim, I'm going to get rid of this right here. All right, and I need to get that 1 inch offset down here. So offset, okay. Then I'm going to have the outer frame of the door, which should be approximately 2 inches. So I'm going to offset again, 2 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to clean this up and I'll come back. Here, there, there. For some reason, won't do that. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Okay, so I've got this all cleaned up, and this is my basic cabinet design. Now, I could divide this again, but I think I really want to keep it super, super clean. The other thing is I haven't added in my hardware yet, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. What I am going to do right now is I'm going to take all of this. All right, I think I got everything I need. Nope, I need that one too. Okay. And I'm going to make this into a block. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy. Scooch this over. Oops. Copy. Okay. And then I want to take this and I want to scale it. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to say scale from my base point, and I run a reference. Ugh, hate it when it does that. Go from there to there. Let's see what it does. Nope, it's not doing what I wanted it to. Oops. Come on. I don't want you sleeping. Thank you. Having an issue, y'all. All right. Did I get that? Okay. All right, so that's how I'm going to do that. Okay. All right, so let's try this again. I'm going to take this, copy, move it from point A to point B. Now, obviously, this does not fit. So, but I've got all my demographics worked out. So what I can do is I can do scale to this piece, right click, click on a base point, reference. I can go from here to here and then scale it back. All right. Now I had this saved as a block so I can move it really easily. Well, what I need to do now is I need to explode that block. Move from there down, and then I can extend trim. Actually, I'm going to need that toe kick here in a minute, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim over here, get rid of that. Oh, come on. Oh, I'll have to do it here in a minute. Okay, but that's how I basically took what I had over here, moved it over here, scaled it to the opening, and then here in a bit I will dimension all this and I will send it, that way I can send it off to a cabinetry maker or to a supplier and have them set it up for me. All right. Stop sharing.